I'm Dale Moore. I am Assistant Dean of the Graduate School, and I also coordinate international admissions at the graduate level for the university. And I'd like to welcome you to the University of South Carolina. The University of South Carolina offers many nationally ranked and outstanding programs. We offer 133 master's programs, 68 doctoral programs, 21 certificate of graduate study programs, and 21 dual degree programs. So we have a very broad offering of graduate programs across disciplines. Some of our programs are stronger than others. Some have national and international reputations. When you consider the University of South Carolina, it is one of the most respected mid-sized universities in America. It has approximately 30,000 students on the main campus. There are 8 campuses in our system. We have about a third of our 30,000 student population graduate. Those graduate students represent a significant diversity in students from around the world. Usually we have around 100 countries represented at USC. We have a centrally located campus in the state of South Carolina. We are the flagship university of our state, and Columbia is located in the geometric center of South Carolina. We're located on the Atlantic coast. We're about equidistant between New York and Miami. We are about 2 to 3 hours drive from South Carolina's beautiful beaches and mountains. So it is a very livable city. It is a city of about 750,000 metro population, and consistently ranked in one of the most livable cities in America. And the campus is consistently ranked in the top 20 of the nation's most beautiful campuses. The University of South Carolina is privileged to have a number of programs that are ranked by various organizations in America, publications and agencies. We have 25 programs ranked by the National Research Council. The Library of Science is a highly ranked program at the University of South Carolina, having one concentration ranked in the top 2 nationally, and 2 others ranked in the top 20. To give you a brief overview of our most prestigious programs, there are several programs that are ranked in the top 10 nationally. We have one of the best business schools in America. Our international business program has been ranked consistently in the top 3 for the last 23 years. Our program is currently ranked number 3, but it's ranked number 1 among public institutions, and that reputation continues to grow internationally. We have programs such as geography, such as nuclear and electrical engineering that are ranked in the top 10 by the NRC. We have programs like sociology and geography that are also ranked in the top 10. So we have a broad range of programs that enjoy various levels of ranking, either in the top 50 nationally, some of the top 25, and a few in the top 10. Generally, at the graduate level, program fit is more important than ranking. It's very important that a student choose a program that has a research focus that is compatible with their career goals, their personal objectives, and their academic background. So fit may be more important than national rankings. Certainly you want to do your homework, you want to review faculty research focus and publications, and you want to seek out faculty who have research interest, research funding, or research focus in areas that are compatible with your research interests. Financial assistance is available for most graduate students, but it is a very competitive process, and financial aid decisions or assistance decisions are based on merit, not need. Almost all funding comes from the academic unit, from the faculty. Sometimes that funding is provided by grants, other times is provided by faculty funding sources, but usually those decisions are made by faculty. Generally speaking, those funding packages provide assistance through either graduate assistantships and or fellowships. Those 2 primary funding sources make it possible for students to receive stipends to work for the department, and others provide fellowships that provide a modest incentive, but The significant incentive is it reduces tuition by about 50%. Generally speaking, assistantships and fellowships provide a 50% reduction in tuition for all students, including international students. Prospective applicants submit applications through an online portal. All students must submit an application. That application must be complete before it's submitted, and it must be complete before it is considered by faculty committees. All graduate school admissions decisions are made by faculty committees. Those decisions are technically recommendations from the faculty to the graduate school. Those decisions are reviewed by me and my staff, and those decisions are communicated to the student formally through a letter that is mailed to the student after the decision has been made. The successful application is one that includes the necessary supporting documents. Those documents usually include the application itself, of course. A supplement is required by some programs, and it's usually attached to the application. It must include transcripts of all previous academic work that you have completed. It must include admissions test scores where applicable, letters of recommendation, usually a statement of purpose or objectives, and also in most cases either a resume, a writing sample, or some kind of evidence of facility with English. It's important to set your application apart, to distinguish your application from, in some cases, up to several hundred applications that are competing for a limited number of admission slots. There are several ways that you can do that. Your writing sample can be critical, but the writing sample should focus on what distinguishes your application, what makes your application special. That could feature your research experience, it could feature your academic achievement, it could feature other aspects of your background or experience that make your application more competitive and more prominent. It's important that you do your homework, that you visit websites. There are a number of resources available to you as a prospective applicant that give you information that you can use in determining whether or not that program represents a good fit for you and your interest and your research or your academic background. And also, it can provide useful information in determining what you might need in order to further distinguish your application. Admissions decisions are usually communicated to the student through a formal letter of admission or declination soon after the admissions decision is made. Faculty committees make recommendations to the graduate school. Those recommendations are reviewed by me and my staff, and we formally notify the student as quickly as possible. Most admissions decisions are made in February and March. Most of those decisions are often influenced by offers of financial aid. Departments cannot require students to accept or deny an offer of admission and financial aid until April 15th. Not all students are admitted to specific cohorts. Many programs have what are referred to in America as rolling admissions, so that students can apply at any time for any term throughout the course of the academic year. But many programs admit only once a year. That is especially true of doctoral programs, where they admit single cohorts for single terms, usually in the fall, and those decisions are most often made in February and March. University of South Carolina offers conditional admissions involving language proficiency in English. We are privileged to have an outstanding intensive English language training program. That program makes it possible for us to offer conditional admissions through certain academic programs. Those programs have experience in admitting students with language-specific conditions that often include the admissions test. For more information about conditional admissions involving EPI, please contact the graduate school or EPI. Please note that not all programs offer conditional admissions through EPI. For more information about those programs that offer conditional admissions, you may contact the graduate school or EPI. Thank you very much for your interest in the University of South Carolina, and we look forward to your application.